All right, let's just jump straight into this explainer and analyze the immense emotional stakes, along with the intricate tactical setup of Lionel Messi's upcoming and very likely final World Cup campaign. As the world prepares to watch football's favorite son step onto the grandest stage one last time, the narrative building around this tournament is just legendary. Today, we're going to look strictly at the strategic chess pieces on the board, the historical weight of this moment, and the monumental obstacles standing in the way of back-to-back glory.
You know, millions of fans are asking themselves this exact question. Can Argentina hold on to the golden trophy found in the desert? The glory of winning the World Cup twice in a row is an incredibly rare feat. Securing that golden trophy, won in the blistering sands of Qatar, and carrying it safely through North America is a colossal task. The pendulum of hope and anxiety is already swinging for us all.
So here is how this explainer breaks down. First, Messi's final epic. Second, mastermind Scaloni's chess moves. Third, vigilant guardian Dibu Martinez. Fourth, the steel-hard midfield and attack. And finally, the modern crew Sheiktra and rivals.
Section 1. Messi's final epic. The weight of history. Let's talk about the number 6. The historic gravity of this number is just immense. Picture this. It's the afternoon of June 16th at the Kansas Arrowhead Stadium, and Messi steps out onto the green grass against Algeria. The second he laces up his boots and crosses that white line, he literally becomes the first player in the entire history of world football to play on the World Cup stage for a 6th time. 6! It's a completely unique achievement that sets him apart from absolutely every other legend who has ever played the game.
And the contrast here is just incredibly poetic. If we flip the pages of history back a bit, the tension gets even sharper. Look at Messi now, right? He's almost 39 years old, and he's standing at the exact same emotional crossroads that the 1986 hero Diego Maradona faced on Italian soil 36 years ago, shedding tears of broken dreams. Talk about psychological pressure. The entire Argentine camp is feeling it. They are absolutely desperate to color this farewell with the joy of another world victory. They want to avoid a repeat of that Italian heartbreak at all costs, and frankly, give Messi the perfect send-off.
Moving on to Section 2. Mastermind Scaloni's chess moves. The architect.
Lionel Scaloni's journey behind the scenes is genuinely remarkable. I mean, he was once totally dismissed by critics, ridiculed as just a mediocre player. But now, he's transformed into a bona fide tactical artisan. Think back to that desert storm in Qatar. Remember when they stumbled and actually lost their opening match? It was Scaloni who re-engineered their whole setup. He united the entire team, tying them together with this brilliant tactical thread, systematically adjusting his chess pieces to navigate all that immense pressure. And here's the thing. Scaloni isn't just coaching for another trophy right now. He is chasing absolute immortality. Look at the number 2. He actually has the opportunity to match Vittorio Pozzo's century-old record. Think about that for a second. Winning 2 consecutive World Cups as a coach. That would cement Scaloni's name in the absolute highest echelons of football history. Forever.
All right. Section 3. Vigilant guardian Dibu Martinez. The wall.
Okay, when we talk about Dibu Martinez, we absolutely have to talk about his psychological dominance. His ability to just get in the opponent's head and win that mental battle during penalty tiebreakers, it's practically unrivaled. And physically, he brings unmatched heroics to the table. We're talking about pulling off miraculous, seemingly impossible saves at the very last second of extra time. Remember that heart-stopping block against Kolo Muani in the Qatar final? Yeah, exactly. This combination of mental warfare and physical skill makes him a complete nightmare for opposing forwards.
And the craziest part is, he isn't just riding on past glory. Martinez is arriving at this tournament in absolute peak, matured form. Coming off a massive European victory, having just recently been crowned Europa League champion with Aston Villa, he stands under the goalposts looking more formidable than ever before. For any opposing attacker, just seeing him in the net is a massive psychological hurdle to overcome.
Let's shift gears to Section 4. Steel-hard midfield and attack. The engine and the spear.
Because hey, defense alone doesn't win wars, right? This midfield trio is built to completely crush any opponent's attack while creatively fueling their own. You've got the 24-year-old from Chelsea, Enzo Fernandez, who acts like this highly skilled orchestra director out there on the pitch. Then, you mix in the proven, battle-tested experience of Alexis McAllister from Liverpool. And crucially, you have Rodrigo de Paul. His unparalleled understanding with Messi practically makes him the captain's shadow on the field. Together, they form an incredibly tough, steel-hard core.
And waiting at the top of the pitch is just a lethal strike force. First up, you have Lautaro Martinez with his razor-sharp finishing.
He's arriving fresh off securing the Italian throne as Inter Milan's top scorer. Then, you pair him with Julian Alvarez's tireless, relentless dribbling that just absolutely tears opposing defenses apart. It's this perfect blend of youth and experience. Honestly, when Lautaro or Julian gets the ball inside the box, a deafening roar from the stadium crowd isn't a maybe. It's merely a matter of time.
Which brings us to Section 5, Modern Kurukshetra and Rivals, the Threat Matrix.
Make no mistake, this mission is not going to be a walk in the park. They are stepping onto a battlefield that feels like a modern Kurukshetra, an epic battleground just swarming with fierce rivals. If we look at the timeline, the group phase equations actually look relatively comfortable. They'll face Austria, who do bring talents like David Alaba and Marcel Sabitzer, and bottom-ranked Jordan. But the real, grueling test? That begins in the knockout phase. That is where sharp tactical minds like Marcelo Bielsa leading Uruguay or heavy-hitting European powerhouses are just lying in wait to silence Argentina.
And man, the threat matrix here is staggering. First, you have Kylian Mbappe's France, who are burning with the desire for revenge. They are eager to collect on the debt of scoring a hat trick in a final, but leaving without the trophy. Then there's Brazil, absolutely desperate to end a painful 24-year title drought. And of course, you can never count out Cristiano Ronaldo, who's dreaming of one final glorious spark on the world stage with Portugal. Looking at it neutrally, going beyond all the tactical calculations, these giants present monumental, formidable obstacles to Argentina's title defense.
So this all brings us to one final, lingering question to ponder. We've seen football magic on North American soil before, right? Brazil lifted the trophy in the United States back in 1994. Maradona mesmerized the entire globe in Mexico in 1986. Now, the stage is set once again in the Americas. Can Messi adapt to these North American conditions and rewrite history one last time? The football gods have likely already written the script for this one. Now, we all just have to watch the magic unfold.